everyone, welcome back to Midnight Sun. Hey Shan. So let's do this. It's good to be back on Twitch to where, you guys might be seeing a lot of me, but we'll address that in a few, I don't know when, but in a few. I had to pop my goddamn arm though. And don't worry about how I sound, it'll pick up when the game fully loads in. Just running start. Also, I wanted to do something. There we go. Oh, that'd be so on brand for Shan. Like the purple tips would be so on brand, but we don't have enough points, so and gray is not a look. Burgundy though. Oh, it's blonde. I was like, what the fuck is the gray and the brunette gonna do? I'm sorry for being blind. Yes, I do say burgundy. But I was more on the track with the purple for highlights, because that's kind of your aesthetic, like brown and purple. That's just me though, I could be wrong. So we'll just address that later. Like this. Because this is the that that's dark brown, that's brown, so lots of variations here today, Shan. Lots of powerful variations of brown. We have brown, we have dark brown, and also black. But we have brown and dark brown. Yeah, that's true, Godslayer. Can't forget brown and dark brown. Alright, we only have... I'm so used to my other file just being... I have numerous suits. But anyway, Nico is waiting for us in the common room. Wait, where's Charlie? Where's my dog? Oh, whatever. I gotta talk to, my best witchy friend.
I'm kind of getting the impression Doctor Strange is a little bit of a hoarder. I mean, just because it's magical junk doesn't mean it's not junk. You know what they call an artifact that only works in a pocket dimension once every 10,000 years? I don't know either, because I don't hoard junk.
I guess we watching the what movie we watching though? Cause if it's The Way of Water, I swear to God, Nico, I am leaving.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look,
It's a pretty cool
glad my
TV show
mother's gone,
too.
but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary?
In this
I'm
economy?
kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about
In this
our crappy
economy?
parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor.
Oh, Pulp Fiction
I
now. We
won't
doing
forget it.
Pulp Fiction? God damn it, woman.
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I am not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No.
No, Think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
Now, I know about the Staff of One and about the Runaways, but since this is also the game I chose to... Who is Nico? Nico is the... Well, technically she's the second leader of the Runaways. She's also known as Sister Grimm. I can actually go into it by asking about her for you if you want to know the backstory, like about her weapon and the former group she used to ran with, and then each conversation you get to learn more. Alright.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
So yeah, that's how her weapon works, kind of. She can use magic. It's just kind of also limited. and just her composition about how magic works for her.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the six of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
You know, just typical things you do as kids.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
And that's all I'm going to leave it on today, because there's more stuff you can find in other YouTube videos about what happens to the Runaways. It's a very tragic thing. This is a very tragic superhero team. And Nico gets kind of like one of the saddest upbringings to be a superhero because of it. Not in the same regard as Cloak and Dagger. That's a whole nother category of fucked up. But we'll get to that eventually.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
But before we keep progressing, how is everyone doing today? How's everyone feeling this Saturday? Anyway.
These grounds haven't changed in hundreds of years, and yet they always seem different to my tired eyes.
Get some Visine then, fuck.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
If you don't want to answer, I understand.
The world is still full of monsters and villains, my mother being the worst of them all.
You forgot heroes. The world is still full of heroes. Though sadly, we're missing one of our best.
Agatha? Where is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable,
Catherine
or
Hahn.
maybe just kind to a fault.
Well, she's either dead or she turned into Catherine Hahn to be super inappropriate in a dome known as a Westview to then be transmogrified by Elizabeth Olsen. We're not sure, but all we can say is she gone.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen.
Yeah, that
Wanda's
tracks.
abilities were growing, Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Yeah, that still tracks. That still tracks heavily with Wanda. But, so what, we just gonna abandon her like this? The fuck?
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Good night, Sarah. Balance. The hunter can follow the path of light or dark through the chances they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rules can be unlocked as hunter moves down other paths. So basically, I can either make Shannon evil or a hero, but I also know Shan doesn't want to do evil things. That kind of makes it easier for me about what to do for those choices. Charlie! Where are we going? Yeah, I know how to sprint. I played this game. Some would say too much. I would say too much. But before we progress into this, I should probably address, now that we're at the 20-ish minute mark, which is that I am indeed going to be streaming more. The reason is, honestly, from how I sound, you guys are probably just like, man, V sounds I am a little bit, but here's the thing. Hey, Nocturne, I'm not depressed in a manner of I'm beating myself up. I'm depressed in just that certain things have happened, but I'm also like, the fact that in an adult scenario, I was able to, amicably reach something. I'm able to sit down and say, hey, I'm able to look at all of these situations, handle it better, and during this time of what I'm going to be doing for myself, I'm also going to, unfortunately for you guys, stream more, because sometimes just consuming myself in work is not the best option, because then when I get consumed in my work, I then get agitated and aggravated. So I'll be streaming a lot more. Some would say too much more. Where I'm already slated for an additional day on the that I can fully commit to. So I'll be streaming 3 days a week at best. It's going to be kind of like the resurgence of the old days. And, yeah, that's the whole kitten, the whole caboodle. And I'm also going to attempt to finally get back to all my stuff for Sunday. I just need a full direction about what to stream on Sundays. I don't know what to get into, my guys. I'm a little bit lost on that front, because we have so many things in backlog that I'm even putting off Judgment, because I'm like, I want to finish Judgment, but I don't want to finish Judgment, if that makes sense. That's why we're doing Midnight Sun today, because I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for what happens next. Anywho, now that I've gotten that out the way, primarily for Nocturne, who's gonna be like, God damn it, V's streaming again! Ah! Which also, I might stop streaming on Twitch because of the recent problems Twitch has been going through, where I might be doing YouTube gaming and Kick. I don't know. I'm still debating. But I might eventually just stop doing Twitch for like a hot minute, maybe for like a month, to just test out things. Who's to say? Maybe I won't like it. Maybe I will. Who's to say? But, yeah, I'm pouring my time into a lot of stuff starting today to where I'm like, okay. Oh no, Kick is very sketchy. It is supremely sketchy. But, yeah, I kind of just sat down for like 5 minutes where I was like, I know myself with what's going on right now with stuff that I'm not going to get into. But, sitting in silence is not a good thing right now. And although I will be spending a lot of extra time with a counselor, where I call her Dr. C because she has 3 C's in her fucking name. It makes it very confusing where I'm just like, her name is basically CCC as initials, so I just say Dr. C for short. Nocturne, if I'm being honest, I might do like the 1 month thing in August just to check to see my options. But I'll most likely be back on Twitch on Sunday. Not on Sunday, on September. I thought Sunday was a month now. This is how you know I'm trying to get the train of thought together. And it's failing. Anyway, we're gonna talk to a dead lady, I think. No, yeah, we're gonna talk to a dead lady. Ladies and gentlemen, Agatha Harkness, but without her trademark cat. I don't know where her cat went. It's depressing. Anyway, Charlie Daphne the Hellhound, you are such a good girl. And you, I'll talk to you in a second. I wanted some oyster mushrooms.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind?
Hey, Bella,
Because I am not
it's your
amused.
Uncle V here yet
No, it's
again.
no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Famous last words, baby. I'm gonna pet
There's
Charlie.
my ferocious Charlie girl.
Such a good pup. But I will not sit here. Is that I'm all kinds of fucked up. But that's not important to this stream. What's important to this stream is that I recently hit the big 3-0, baby.
What is it, Charlie? Find something?
Havens. Not to be confused with the amazing video game of Haven. Which, given certain things, I'm kind of just like, god damn it. But, yeah, Shan, you and I will have a full-blown talk about everything, I guess, at a certain time. Masterworks! You collect the masterwork. In addition to the paintings in the abbey walls, masterworks can be found scattered around the abbey grounds. Can be hung in any empty frame inside the abbey. Blah 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 blah. But yeah. So until I feel as if it's fully time,
Hey, Charlie Warty, puppy face.
Saturdays at this moment will be for both Midnight Sun and Lost Judgment, because I don't want to say goodbye to Lost Judgment yet. Bitch, I'm right here! Get the fuck over yourself! Anyway, Sundays I might still be doing Persona 5 Royale, because I keep forgetting to finish it. Or, I don't know. That's good, Bella. Let's see. And Wednesday. Wednesdays will be a dedicated stream day. I don't know what to stream. So what do you guys want from the backlog that we haven't finished yet as a stream? I'm genuinely curious.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate. Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
I hate the fact that I made a video game Shannon look so much like Keira Knightley. I kind of feel bad that I'm like, I made my little sister into Keira Knightley. What the fuck am I doing? And that's fine, Shan, I get it. Wait, what do you mean I'm level 1? I'm so used to the levels I have people on my other file. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean level 1? There's nothing wrong with Keira Knightley. I'm just like,
What you were expecting,
Shannon's
is it?
not Keira
There was a
Knightley.
time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are
If
responsible for a
only
great many
Daphne could
creations,
do that,
including
Daphne
your
would be the
faithful
greatest guard
I
dog
think
ever.
everyone tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
We will now kill
As the
hellhounds.
goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was
I feel
sometimes
like
called the giver of justice. Fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Leave some for the rest of us. Now that was something. You were too weak for this fight.
Yeah! Bitch. Caroline. She's mighty fine. She's the reason for the word bitch. Bitch. And crash, crash, crash into a ditch. I don't know why I'm thinking about that goddamn Outkast song, but here we are. Charlie, no!
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mine.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Your mother abandons you.
Good
They're
girl,
all dead.
Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
The fuck you mean? I put in that work. You saying I'm lazy? Bitch. Bitch. I put in that work. Don't you dare call Shannon lazy. Only Shannon can call herself lazy. Moment I say that, all of a sudden, but I am lazy. You know, this is an odd thing, but I've been told by my therapist how much Twitch is actually good as like an outlet for like external therapeutic events, because it's, I don't know how to put this. It's like you mentally are okay. I am level 3. That was just so goddamn weird. What the fuck was that? Anyway, it's like mentally you're able to piece together a lot of stuff when you're gaming to then kind of use the games or the just chatting to be like a, how'd she put it? It's like you're able to process a lot of the same stuff you've digested in counseling in a much more controlled environment, was what I was told. I wonder if that makes here. Also, we get to use Nico. We got 5 additional people to choose from for a party of 3 people each time. And Blade will be used only when I fucking feel like it. 'Cause I don't give a shit about Blade. Okay, Shan, you are defying gravity right now. Are you okay? Like, how the fuck? Shan, I'm only gonna ask you this once. How many superpowers do you have? Defying gravity with only just 1 foot on solid matter, not even having bad balance, just barely having hold on a very slippery surface from what I'm looking at, able to stand perfectly still. No superhero landing, and the knees are not damaged. Graceful like a swan. And this shit here, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Doing this on stream is gonna be annoying to just get to, like, these blood gates and shit like that. It's gonna be fucking annoying. He's technically a reference in this game. Also, Trophy Urn. Oshter's Gift. Word of power. Oshter's Gift allows magical locks and gates to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its ground by magical means. Yet, technically, Moon Knight is in this game. I say technically because they didn't have enough programming-wise to put him in the game. So if they make a sequel, which has to, of course, be comparable by people buying the game in mass to then make the studio want to make another title, it's potentially possible that Moon Knight could be in the sequel if there's a demand for a Midnight Suns 2. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The 2 of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Alright, we got an ability to use magic, kind of. So if we go up these steps, all I gotta do is... Yes, I was gonna get to that. We just hold the directional pad in this direction with the left analog stick, and...
Blessings of the goddess.
we can open a door by using the Force. Eat a dick, George Lucas. Anyway. Now, where was I with what I was saying? Right, so, yeah, I've been told by my therapist how it's good for streamers to be on Twitch. Like, it's not good for, of course, certain chat. Not where this also kind of works as therapy for streamers. This is not me saying that the chat is always the best. Like, not everyone has a chat like I do of just people that want to vibe and make jokes and blah, blah, blah. But it's just the act of being in this space to just kind of let a lot of stuff trickle down to just be your silliest self or be your most authentic self for like a hot minute to then bump back into a streaming persona. Apparently it's a good enough outlet. I don't know. I'm not a licensed therapist. I have like reasons to believe that it's kind of like a mixed bag, but
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
good night, other mom. Because you can just tell that Sarah and Agatha were a couple, and they just took in an adopted child to raise their own. So congrats, Shan. Agatha Harkness was your adopted mom. Have fun with that headcanon. Charlie!
Feeling good today, girl.
Such a good baby.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
We still have so many more movies to show you, like 70s grindhouse cuts.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
Wait, I can't train nobody. God damn it, Blade. You suck. Why the fuck I gotta read the fucking Daily Bugle? Breaking! Niagara Falls temporarily shut down today after the river reversed direction for nearly 5 minutes. Visitors left disappointed and confused. It didn't ruin my vacation, but without the waterfall, it's, I gotta admit, it's kinda just a wet rock, said tourist C.R. Taylor. At least the water didn't fall upwards. Yet. You saying it could happen? I'm not saying it will. But with all the gamma regularities, I can't say it won't. Man, I still think that shit ain't gonna make no motherfucking sense. J. Jonah motherfucking Jameson. I ain't about to read all this shit. If y'all want me to go through an entire thing at a later part of the game, maybe Act 3, go down every single post and read them in character. I will do it. I will even go back to this stream on like my gaming archive channel to be like, okay, I said it. I'm gonna do it. But I also got a lot to do. Especially the fact that I'm also... Apparently I started making friends, because apparently I was messaging someone off and on. But they are also a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. They're going to help me get some Kingdom Hearts artwork together of my VTuber in one of his many forms. Shit!
Just in time. His Royal Weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Can these two ever get along?
Whatever. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
Do it then,
I
bitch.
look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare.
Okay, so Twitch, you have not fucked me over just yet, thank God.
How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you?
Bitch, I know how artifacts work. It's like I've been spending the last week and a half trying to play through this.
Hoary hosts of Hoggoth. I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or
When you just
perhaps they
realized
did.
you had the mic
Maybe
off.
these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Sweetness, we get more essences.
Probably not the object of power you are hoping for.
Research. Research in progress. And now, Gamma
How's
Coil.
the whole saving the world thing going?
Shut up, Tony.
How does this look?
Relentless.
See ya, Hunter.
Equipping abilities.
You've gained a new combat ability for a hero.
Equip and salvation. And yeah, that's basically it.
Got a sec to spare?
Now, where is that one card I need to kick off? Because there is a, to kind of go into what Shan was saying that she wanted, there is an official tarot card with Mark, Steven, and all the other personalities as Moon Knight on one card, just as himself as Moon Knight, or themselves as Moon Knight. It gets very confusing because there are so many other personalities inside of Mark. So anyway,
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The Forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
and we've got even more stuff. To where we also now have one of the Ghost Riders on the team. One of my favorites. Okay, now we can spar. Okay, I had to wait.
Training with Ghost Rider. No pain, no gain.
Blade Daily Spars. I'm about to fuck you up, Robbie!
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
There's a lot of tutorial stuff, which is why we might end today's stream after the last tutorial. Not that I don't want to keep streaming for you guys, but it's just like there's a lot of tutorials in the first couple of days in Act 1. That gets to be a little time consuming, to where I'm just going to ask you guys up front, do you want me to skip ahead a few days to where the plot really kicks in? For like this instance where I just play a little bit ahead and then if there's time, and if you guys are up for it, I come back later tonight with an additional stream. It might be Lost Judgment, might not be. I don't know. But I'm just gonna leave it up to y'all. Because I
Good day.
I need distractions.
Hey.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter. Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her.
Lit. So, was there anything else?
Hey?
Nico, do you know where Magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious, Nico. Where is she?
Not sure. But I know she's been looking for Wanda's grimoire, so maybe check in Wanda's room?
Thanks for your help.
Bitch. Charlie!
Hello, my sweet girl.
Hey, sweet baby. I love Charlie. Charlie's so cute. I love that little dog.
Привет, Hunter.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this.
Whatever you say,
Wanda's
Laura
first
Bailey.
grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
I do not suppose there are any spells in there that will banish Lilith and save the world.
Hard to say. These incantations appear to have been written for Wanda alone. Maybe a world without Wanda is one we are not meant to save. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Illyana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much.
What the fuck?
Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Dr. Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
How am I, like, you know what? Illyana's confusing. I don't know what to make of Illyana half the time, where I'm like, I want to sympathize with you. Illyana, go f yourself! What the fuck I even do? This shit is going...
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
And finally... Okay, so... I know they want me to bring Robbie, but if anyone had a choice for the next mission, who should I bring out of the remaining 5 of Nico, Magic, Doctor Strange, Blade, and Iron Man? Iron Man. I was like, did I get Tony right? I felt like I got Tony wrong. That's all I'm gonna leave it at, honestly. Before I, of course, pick Robbie. Robbie Reyes. Is we?
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave will shatter most of the glass in my approach.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signature...
But for those of you guys that popped in, even for like this shorter stream, I do appreciate...
If we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
Yeah, I do appreciate you guys popping in for like this shorter-ish stream. Because I want to do a longer thing, but I want to get like certain things put aside for not only myself, but for other factors. And I'm at least going to treat you guys to one thing of combat-related stuff. Because I feel like that was a lot of talking in the game. And after that, we'll call it there. At least for now. We'll come back later in the evening when I have a lot more energy and a lot more of a vocal drive, and make that shit work. So, firstly, I'm just sorry that this stream started off on like a very lowish point for anyone that came in just being like, god dang, V just sounds so god dang depressed. I apologize.
You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
something?
Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. You have earned this! I feel stronger already.
We will never forsake her.
Resisted.
No retreat!
Resisted.
You will regret ever facing me.
Nothing matters. But here come their friends. You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
What's this? Is that all? Well, that's
Damn it,
exciting.
Carol.
We will not fail. Yours grows with every strike.
Oh, we are so screwed. Well, Binary, you were nice while you lasted.
Reinforcements inbound.
You're ready now.
We have the upper hand.
The helicopter is back in action. Finish it off while we have the chance.
Don't blink!
Strength from beyond this world.
Ready up! At least Hydra Green is iconic. If you're a low-rent mercenary.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
It's gonna be quite a pain. Lady. Oh, so sassy. What? It's the lady. You kinda caught me when I was gonna be ending a little bit early. Mwah. Because after this one fight kinda goes through, I was just gonna kinda end it for the time being. Now that I'm streaming, I'm just like, I gotta get certain things sorted. I wanted to be a responsible. But what's good, Smexy? Ah, shit. Why can't I unlock Wolverine already? Alright, Wolverine's not into... I keep forgetting.
Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Damn it, Carol. God dang it, Carol.
Punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand
Why are you
against
still coughing, lady? What's wrong? Is it still from the procedure? Who the fuck is screaming? And who the fuck am I dropping down a mine shaft?
It's your time.
Drops. Okay, Carol, I'm gonna need you bring your thick ass right here. Urgent care. Oh, honey, that is deeply concerning. She's gonna be okay.
The power is unnatural.
Like, we don't need to run out and hurt somebody now, do we?
Engage
You don't know what you're messing with.
The spirit grows weak.
I'm on it.
I am impressed. Now that was something.
I definitely need
Behold the light's gift.
to boost up some of these goddamn heals.
Appreciate
Not looking good here.
Nice move.
Excuse me. I'm part of Hydra commanding officers of the world. My name is Devin. And I'm here to make sure none of you end up on the wrong path.
And the change. Magical energies that once transcended.
Gonna make you
our
feel
humanity.
my wrath.
Just as we did with the very make our power.
I said nothing to you, Devin. Lilith has damned you.
God, what the fuck was I doing? Anyway, it don't fucking matter. Wait, what was I doing? It don't fucking matter. Wait, but what was I doing for real though? For real though? Like, what was I doing though? What was I doing though? What was I doing though?
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last.
No, lady, you make it look smexy. I make it look like it's gibberish.
This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider
It's
that
why
alone a
people
victory.
flock to very interesting people. Then there's...
Well
Wait a
done.
minute.
If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
I smell an asshole! Sabretooth! Where's Logan? I knew that son of a bitch wasn't that far behind. Okay, we gonna need to change this whole entire cover. I ain't trying to have no motherfucking thing. Shit! Wait, why is Saber obsessed with Logan? Just look like he's getting ready to... You know, I'm not gonna say it. But like certain poses with certain characters is just like... Girl, I must admit it, that if I hit this gritty, I will in fact be trying to suck yo... Anyway, trying to not go into that kind of commentary today. So, the weird thing, this is like the weirdest thing. Like, it would make so much more sense if they were siblings, right? Apparently, Logan and, Creed? Yeah, Creed and Logan are not siblings. They're only siblings in one movie. I don't know why they decided to just make it only in a movie when it would make more sense that these lifelong people were actually siblings because they have similar mutations. They went through similar processes, but they're apparently not siblings. I'm keeping this comic for myself, thank you. Anywho, what was I doing again? Yeah, I know, it makes no sense. Like, everyone was like, okay, Creed and Logan, aka James Howell, they were never siblings. And I'm like, what? Then what's the reason for their beef? No. The fuck you mean you don't know? I don't know. I just work for Marvel Comics. I want cohesion, bitch. The fuck? Why they fighting? I don't know. There's similar mutations. His claws come out of his fingertips. Logan used to have bone claws. Okay, but why the fuck though does this man and this man not have like a sibling relationship? I don't know. Don't ask me, I don't know. I just write the comics. If you write the motherfucking comics, why aren't they fucking related? I don't know. Brain hurt. Eye twitch. Urge to go full-blown Wayne Brady. Have to choke a bitch.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Ah, Shan, we killed a bunch of people. What the fuck's up with you, Magic?
You could say that.
Looking like a My Chemical Romance fan that never got over the band going on hiatus.
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
Well, Magic, if I were the person in control, I'd be wondering how come you got a stick so far up your ass. It's kind of coming out your fucking throat like vomit. But, if we ain't gonna be trying to do this to figure out why the fuck you a problem, I ain't that motherfucking observant, bitch.
You overestimate my observational abilities.
Seems I have. Funny. You are the only living child of
And Lady is right. It needs to have, like, some kind of reasoning.
To the darkness.
The darkness?
The darkness.
When I was holding the transdimensional
fucking Kingdom
door
Hearts
for you
game.
back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you.
Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see. I said I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo. But I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Do you think Limbo is still safe to travel in?
Safe? Hunter, you are the sweetest, most naive demon I have ever met.
Fuck
Limbo
you
has
too.
never been safe. It's just no one there would dare assault one of my portals. My presence protects you. All of you. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
I don't care if you let me know. I don't like you. There's just something about you, Magic, that pisses me off, man. But I'm only trying to do what I can because Shan's like, I want to befriend everybody. But honestly, Magic, you can go fuck yourself. I'm kind of a bitch. And now we return to the Abbey. We have nothing in our room. We's broke bitches. We only have a bed, a dresser, boxes, sheets, more boxes, a portrait with our 2 lesbian moms and our dog, a dog bed, and a fireplace. Thing, whatever the hell this thing is, I think this is what people now just have for voyeurism in certain clubs. I don't know. Oh, the mouse manatee, not the lesbian moms. Oh, think of the children. That kind of reminds me, though. I had no idea some person that was the wife of a, like, was it yeah, Marine was just trying to spread a whole bunch of bullshit on TikTok about non-binary swimsuits are for the kids section and it's an affront to the kid. Like, I'm kind of trying to figure that shit out right now. Like, how the fuck did we live in a very weird time in our lives. I don't understand it. I am very confused. I am a very confused man. Velvet curtains. Yeah, that's what I was finally hearing about, but I'm like, okay, we live in a very weird time where we have so much time to hate on each other for the dumbest things, but we can't try to figure out the stuff that's making us at each other's throats. Like, bruh, this is probably going to end up having me do a little bit more of the gameplay. I'm sorry. Y'all, it turns out I won't be stopping stream so early. But I'm kind of just confused as shit. Like, why the fuck are we as a society kind of stupid? Like, I'm just kind of wondering this right now. Why the fuck are we so goddamn dumb? Anywho, who we hanging out with? Who we hanging out with? Who we hanging out with?
By the rising rings of...
Eat a dick! Alright, who we hanging out with? Who we hanging out with? Charlie!
That's a hell of a ride, partner.
My dog!
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
It's true.
I gotta hand it to
Alright,
us.
who to hang with? We
Heck of a
got
mess out there.
Carol Danvers, we got Robbie Reyes, We have Tootsie Pop Shark Week, and we have Blade. You ain't never lied, lady, you ain't never lied. But Tootsie Pop Shark Week, Blade, aka Eric Brooks, Robbie Reyes, and Carol Goddamn Danvers. Who we hanging with? Alright, Shane, take your time. I'm just like, who the fuck we hanging with? Cause
Hey,
Nico don't
someone
want to
just
hang.
dug up. You look pretty fresh.
Girl, please, I still got cobwebs all over myself. I still need to take like 3 showers a day to get cobwebs out of my hair and my fucking armpits. I've been dead for 3 centuries. I still need 3 thorough showers.
But first come, first serve. Who we hanging with today? Are we hanging with the military-industrial complex? Are we hanging with one of Marvel's most celebrated Latino superheroes? Are we hanging with the alcoholic? Or are we hanging with one of Marvel's least popular by a certain degree superheroes slash anti-heroes that has terrible publication? I need to know who we're hanging with, otherwise I will just pick at random. Because I am doing voices now, and oh lord, they haven't stopped. Someone get the funnel together. The funnel is to make me stop so I can just only do silly voices that make sense for later.
But anywho, yeah, Tony's right here.
Hey.
We got Tootsie Pop Shark Week right here.
There's my hunter.
We're here for the voices. We're always here for the voices.
Let's play cards. Let's play cards. Tombstone Stakeries. Yeah, fuck it. We'll hang out with Tunis Steakhouse.
Tony, why do you name everything after yourself?
Well, you seem like a bright person. Why don't you tell me?
Vanity?
Because you love seeing your name, and love everyone else seeing your name.
Ouch, that hurts, boss. Do you really think that little of me? I explained the naming thing in one of my Tony talks. Hanging with Tony's always a good time.
Look, Tony, I ain't about that shit now. Do you have a full house or not? Okay, so look like everybody is. Sarah, what the fuck you still doing awake? I'm watching you, damn it.
Salutations.
Alright, Shan. Hope you feel better, and I'll talk to you after stream. I hope you feel better. Okay, Sarah ain't fucking looking. I'm about to break into a room. Okay, Shan. Into this room. Is Sarah looking? Sarah, I hope you ain't fucking looking. I hope you're just looking out in the motherfucking distance. But to break a whole different border of rules. And nobody gonna be snitching, right? I hope nobody's snitching. I'm just trying to break into a room. That's it. Trying to break into a room. That's all.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
What the fuck? What even just... I was just trying to drink some water. What the fuck just happened?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
If that's not a ideal
have not
relationship,
answered my question.
especially with the
It may be
connotations of
difficult to
lesbianism,
understand,
I don't know what
but you need
is.
this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up. She didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Her internet
Yes,
search
we
history.
should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher.
Wait.
Just
I
began
ain't
to
reading.
understand. Have a look at the first entry.
You expecting me to read? That was not part of the deal, Agatha. I already made it clear that I don't really read in this kind of stream. What I look like? An English student that also runs 3 different businesses? The fuck you mean I gotta be... I click on things to make people pause when I post this shit to YouTube so they can read. The fuck you mean I'm reading? I'm just kidding. I love to read. I'm always looking for a book club. Except the only book club I know, I'd probably end up saying something flirty that people would be like, is this a book club or you just trying to get a threesome? It's like, bitch, this is book club. We saying a lot of inappropriate things here. If anyone does not get the joke, you should all be watching an incredible new podcast that I'm watching and hopefully going to be editing for called The Lady and the Crow. It premieres with 2 episodes twice a month, where it also is going to have a Spotify link as well as a Google Play link and whatnot, thanks to Lady Pudding Bread, where their recent episode just dropped on Lady Pudding Bread's YouTube channel. That is very wonderful. I tried to play it on repeat from time to time, and it's just, you know, it's a great time. It's a great time. I like it. I like it. Sure, there's just... I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this instead of pressing the continue button. This is like one thing I've always hated other podcasters for saying this after running 4 different podcasts myself, where everyone's like, your sound quality gonna be great the first time. Nah, bruh. Purposely fuck up your first couple episodes so you know what sticks. That's the perfect advice I give everyone. Don't strive for perfection. Accept that you can fuck up and you will be fantastic. You experiment to see what works, you then run that shit. You run that shit like no one's fucking business. Cause you can't succeed if you don't failure. Anywho, words.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
I don't want to bother my dog. Matter of fact, why I gotta bother my dog all the goddamn time? Charlie, no!
Yeah, fuck-ups do make the podcast, because I've had so many people try to like, this is also why I'm kind of glad that me and my sibs haven't picked up our old podcast of what grinds the podcast. So many episodes that we made, but also filled with so many fuck-ups, because that was... In my younger years, I was very, very much on that kind of not the best from myself grind. If you guys don't know what I mean, the grind I'm talking about is trying to be in every link, in every group, in every facet, in every blah blah blah, and arcane levels. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. You have an entire speed spun up thing. Anyway, so the unnecessary, unhealthy grind is when you're just trying to force yourself into every facet and every capacity, and it kind of warps your mind into thinking your own self-worth in a way, and it kind of makes your own version of self-respect kind of dwindle of like, oh, my only self-worth is if I'm on the grind for this, or if I push for that, and if I just for this, it then just becomes a little fucked.
Oshter smiles upon me.
And I'm more than willing to open up on stuff like that. I've dropped the ball a lot of times in a lot of things. That's why I'm also trying to push to people where if you're going to hear a bunch of people saying you need the best right away to be the greatest, blah, 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 I'm here to tell y'all, you don't fucking need that. I legitimately helped people make stuff that's brought them thousands upon thousands of views and stuff, to where they have merchandise deals, they've had this, that, and the third thing. And they had no budget, and they kept making numerous mistakes. You don't need perfection, you just need to know what you're trying to do, what you're trying to talk about, blah, blah, blah. Oh, honey, you have no idea. You have no idea. But yeah, that's why I keep pushing to people of like, comfortable in not striving for the obvious solution of stuff. Just be happy with just screwing up and having failure. Because if you're striving for perfection, you're not going to achieve anything. And this is coming from someone that has had so much of that as a downpour that the fact that I'm still editing some stuff that would have been easily finished by now is me trying to erase a lot of stuff that I'm going to therapy for. Which is also something a lot of content creators should be more open with, which is mental health is more than just it's behind the content creation process about what's holding us up. It's also us taking the time to see where we were in the past works. Domino knows the way in which the wheel will turn and shows the answer in the playing card she displays. Back in good fortune, along with opportunity in the future. To where everything else that kind of goes into it, you need to stop striving for like the perfect such and such. You need to stop striving to be the most clickable thing, the most watched thing, or you need to have the most adorable or the most lovable blah blah. I'm saying a lot of stuff today, mostly because I've had a lot of therapy sessions recently trying to talk some stuff over, but yeah, you just gotta be more comfortable with failure. You gotta be more comfortable with not pushing for the greatest quality content. You gotta push for a lot of stuff just to actually be better. Anyway, Agatha, what the fuck we doing here again?
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Oh, hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It is.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
But I hope I'm not bothering people with me being on like this whole I feel like sharing some very in-depth conversational stuff because this seems very important stance that I'm doing. I'm just, after being in the whole fucking center of what it means to be an entertainer and a content creator ever since I was like in the single digits of my whole age. Explore the Abbey grounds and blah 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 blah. I think that's the last tutorial thing for the Abbey for now. I don't remember, because I've been playing this game non-stop for weeks.
Like a fairy ring.
A fairy ring? Oh my god! Where's the fairy ring? I like the fairy ring. The fairy ring is so pretty.
But yeah, I'm just trying to do for everyone what my mentors never did for me.
Oh boy! We found victims of the Salem witch trials in Salem, Massachusetts. with a sealed apothecary vessel, while the remains within are still thoroughly protected.
And I'm mostly just trying to instill better lessons over time, because I'd rather see people succeed rather than fail.
An elemental rod. I should
That's
take this
not
back to
a
the old
rod. That's not a rod. The Hermit, Namor, wields his trident with power, but remains tranquil in his strength below water. This strength represents solitude, and finding the answers sought from within one's own self. No idea how much that one quote means to me right now. You have no idea. I'm not gonna say why. I'm just gonna say you have no idea how much that means to me right now.
Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. This does not work.
Anywho,
the patterns do not match.
Wait, is guys, like musical goddamn chairs with this shit. Where does the rod go? Somewhere out there, someone that does inappropriate content, like, I can show you where the rod can go. She-Hulk proudly holds the scales of justice in one hand and her briefcase in the other, ready to face the courtroom. This card represents justice and fairness, and fighting the wrongs of the world. Still kind of boggles my mind on some stuff that I would love to I would love to do a book related stream about, because I want to get back into reading. I know, very, very titillating stuff I'm doing today. It's the day after the big 3-0 for your boy, and I'm here trying to talk to you all about certain other things, like a streaming schedule, and me wanting to do more stuff and to be an advisor to people to do better. This is such riveting content that this is probably why people are wondering why it is I stream here and blah blah blah. Anyway, I don't know why, but it's because of hanging out with a lot of people that are SWs. When I read that, I'll get you reading, I was like the whole hand on my chest, like, is this going so?
Death stands before the black vortex, surrounded by the prized infinity stones, tempting us with possibility. This card represents transformation, entering a new phase of one's life.
Anywho, there's a lot of books I've been trying to get back into. That was my intentional reaction, so. Honestly, that kind of just brings up something that, one of the friends I want to reconnect with in time, because we've had a falling out over some stuff. But, it's something one of my friends have brought up, like, if you have never felt the need to either make advances or tried to sleep with one of your friends, have you ever been friends? To which, if this were a different generation, they'd be like, that's disgusting. The generation we live in today is like, wait, you right. Even if it's just like a little bit, everyone's just like,
I mean, I wanted to fuck Kevin.
Stacy!
What? I wanted to fuck Kevin, but we friends right now. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we all wanted to fuck Kevin at one point.
Wait, what about me?
No, don't worry about it, Kevin.
I've never heard truer words. It's just like the most hilarious thing. Like, we've all kind of grown up in a generation of stuff of people like, it's a free love movement from this era, and y'all gonna be growing up in a very interesting day and age. Our day and age. Okay, so we grew up with 90s humor, which came from 80s humor, where we all said the most shit imaginable that today will get us all canceled. Because we're just like the generation of the most obscene, offensive, and dark comedy. Cut to today, everyone's just kind of like,
you know, some of these jokes that the 90s kids grew up with is it's a little problematic. I don't know how to feel about this.
And I'm just up in this bitch just like, bruh, were we trying to talk as if we gave a damn? We all just sat around saying shit. We didn't come off as if we were trying to offend nobody. But then we kind of think about it as like, you know, we could have found a better way to say what we said back in those days. And not because it was a different time, but just we could have said a lot of things better. Maybe just a little bit, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, so I want to get back into reading. I want to touch on some of my old classics that I grew up loving. Like, I still hold my classic, nicely held together text of The Count of Monte Cristo.
The goddess must be busy.
Where I will read Lady and Crow into submission with The Count of Monte Cristo. I'll read their brains out. What? Anyway.
Was that an innuendo, or is that me just saying I'll actually read to them? You'll be the judge.
Anyway, to where it's just either just starting off rereading The Count of Monte Cristo or trying to reread a couple of different titles. Oh god, this gonna turn into like the kind of streams I expose myself, but I tame brats. Anyway, go not elaborate any more on that. So, in that whole spread, I kind of want to touch on some other books I haven't read in a long time, like I've said this publicly while writing scripts and producing shows and whatnot. I hate romance genre stuff, and I keep trying to tell people the reason why. It's because... hold that thought. Cloak pours from his goblet into daggers, allowing the power between them to retain balance. This card represents harmony and creates something new through... So, I don't like the romance genre because it is so dull. I mean, there are a lot of exceptions to the rule that make, like, chef's kiss. But for everything else I've read in the romance genre, it's just like, oh, Danielle.
What is it, Timothy?
Oh, Danielle, I'm in love with Constance.
Oh, my lord, does Constance know?
No. Constance is too in love with Baron von Reginald Hargreaves.
Not Baron von Hargreaves.
The very same. It is quite the troublesome thing. I want her to love me beyond words, but how do I impress her? Oh, the humanity.
Well, me something I could raise my funds to make myself even more high on the, standings of reality. I want to strive to be the man that can win her heart.
And all this sort of shit that goes on for page after page. And don't get me started on people trying to tell me that I should give the fucking Twilight books another chance. I fucking refuse to read any more of Stephenie Meyer's shit. She can't write. The woman is incapable of writing a cohesive story that makes it sound like it's a good thing. The closest she came was New Moon. New Moon. That is the most that she came close to a cohesive story. And even then, it comes off like grooming, because Jacob is several years younger than Bella. Just grooming this prepubescent boy to fall in love with her by just stroking up his own frail ego from a toxic masculinity basis that Stephenie Meyer is trying to romanticize for the dumbest things. Even trying to romanticize people that just do high-octane behaviors for the love of their life is normal, so we gotta make it normal. There's so many problems. And it's why I've grown to kind of hate the goddamn,
That is not it.
romance genre. I like how I understood like 10 words in the last 2 minutes. But the Edward POV was good.
What is up to here?
I'll let you have that. I'll let you have that
For now. Because it's very hilarious. It's very hilarious. I said I'll let you have it for now. When and where? I said it. When and where? But yeah, Stephenie Meyer for like 9 times out of 10. Toxic masculinity, Nocturne, in I guess a literary standpoint at least, because that's a broad topic in societal stuff. Toxic masculinity is the urge to make men the stereotypical archetype about what a man's supposed to be. Like, they're not supposed to share emotions. They're supposed to be the strong person. They're supposed to be the alpha male. They're supposed to exhume a personality that is trying. They're not so easily made to be broken, and they're supposed to be the paragon of what society wants them to be. And in doing so, kind of making a lot of abusive male characters, like, what's like a good example? What's a good example? I got toxic. Like, for people that grew up in the 90s and really love Disney, you all know who you are. A good example of toxic masculinity would be, I'd say a Gaston, for anyone that's like an animation fan. That's a good example. Like, that's toxic masculinity in a personification, because it's not really someone bred to be, I respect women as a himbo. It's like, allow me to mansplain to you. You see, I am a man, and you are a woman. I have muscles, and you are a woman. This whole reading thing, that's not a woman's thing. Allow me to explain to you what a woman's place is. That is toxic masculinity. And just that sort of thing in that whole regard. in a sense, yeah, Nocturne. That's... Oh, I'm sorry. Bella, you and Nocturne have the same colors on my screen, so I got y'all mixed up just on the colors. I didn't see the names. I saw the colors. My bad. That's on me.
You did it again, V. Walk it off. You got too distracted in your pseudo...
She believes in our purpose.
Brett Tamer thing with get your shit together.
That's probably going to start a whole lot of shipping or an online relationship between the two of us at some point. I have no idea. That was the most ADHD thing you've heard. Oh, trust me, I've had more. Male chauvinist and toxic masculinity are kind of the same regards. It's like the same regards, honestly.
Ah, I see.
I don't know, Nocturne. I don't make the rules. I just live on this planet. Frankly, I'm just surprised Lady had no clapback to what I said about her and I's budding friendship. The definition of how it's developing from this stream.
Oh, it's a grave.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. I remember when I made these dolls, one for each of us. I wonder if the others are still around here somewhere.
Well, guys, here lies my mainstream voice acting career. I buried it myself. Oh, you washing dishes? I thought I was slick.
From what I've seen, toxic masculinity is the umbrella that covers chauvinism.
You can rely on me to help you understand the younger generation. I'm still gonna be confused my damn self. Where I'm like, okay, I get it, but I'm also very confused.
Pet Cemetery.
That's a Stephen King. Like, I need to read a lot of books, but I need a book club. But I don't need, like, a book club that's too sexy. Looking at Lady and Crow. But, no, if it was a book club that was too sexy, I'd still be in it.
This rubble looks loose.
Especially with that old motto of, like, what happens in book club stays in book club. And yet everyone's just gonna be like, that just sounds like it's code for something. It's like, no, it just sounds like we getting drunk, making jokes with one another, and then we just say we read the book after we forgot how many chapters we actually read because we got drunk while at book club. I ain't trying to make it seem like it's more than it is, unless... I wonder how many people... if I just plan on being this outlandish in a stream, or if I'm just winging it to just be like, here's word vomit. Take all of my word vomit. You know you want to take all of my word vomit. Internet, you know how it is. I'm part of the book club. It's for sexy. I went from smexy to sexy. Well, now, I'm just picturing someone just trying to dim the lights of like, okay, now that the lights are dimmed, let's talk about chapter 7. Just the most random, Barry White being played of like, okay, now that the lights are dimmed and the drinks have been poured, let's talk about chapter 7. So, I want to say... just everyone just like, I thought book club something else. Code for what? I don't know anymore. I'm very confused. So we actually read books here? Yeah. There ain't no fucking... Oh. We have our own Doki Doki Literature Club going on. There needs to be 4 women in it. And then just me randomly there is just like the one guy where everyone's just like, okay, which one of y'all is the one guy in the room trying to fuck? And I'm just sitting there like, wait, how did this turn on me? What's going on? Why am I on blast right now? What's happening? Who is this purple-haired woman? Who is this brunette trying to kill everyone? Who is this pink-haired girl that just disappeared one day? What's happening? I still remember having a voice act in a stream with someone for Doki Doki Literature. The most awkward thing. Why is Purple Hair obsessed with knives? Like, what's happening? Yuri, what the fuck is going on?
The standing stone.
Are you trying to feel Doki Doki right now?
Magic at work here.
Yeah, this tall chick just trying to say delete everything. Delete what? My search history? Listen. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm spelling thick the right way. Jean Grey stands powerfully and summons flames from her palms, holding her stance and waiting for the next move. This card represents instinct and wisdom, with a hint of mystery. Anywho, man, this is the most ADD I've been in years for Twitch. And I feel like at some point I have potentially scared Lady off where she's like, yep, this man too crazy, I'm about to pack up these bags, take my viewership elsewhere and be on my way. Goodbye, strange weird man. What the fuck is this? Oh. Just literally just putting that shit to the kibosh like, nope. I'm doing the dishes, damn it. My bratty ass ain't leaving. Although that actually does remind me of something I've been like, it's still shocking to me that I've been doing Twitch for like 7 years now. Like, for like the last 6-7 years, I've been in the weirdest streams, especially one Injustice 2 stream, where I'm still friends with this couple. We haven't talked in a long time. I want to patch a lot of relationships, now that I'm going through a lot of counseling and a lot of therapy. But, one of the things that we did just randomly, when me and this guy are doing something, his wife comes in for the joke of just yelling at him while he's throwing items while we're playing Injustice 2, and then all of a sudden he's just like, ah, shut up, make me a sandwich. And then when we stop the joke to be clipped, she's like, okay, I made you a sandwich. She's like, I was kidding though, that was the bit. She's like, yeah, that was a bit, but you still wanted a sandwich. And it was like the most wholesome way to take a joke. I was like, you can't have that for like certain relations. It'd just be like, oh, how dare you? Instead, they're just like, shut up, make me a sandwich. Okay, the joke is over. So back to what we're doing for stream. Here you go, dear. No, I was doing a joke. Oh, I know, but you wanted a sandwich though. Like, not trying to make it seem like an actual thing, just making the sandwich because someone was hungry. You'd make the sandwich and eat it for, ooh, that's me. That's so me.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great
I wouldn't even eat it in front of them, though. I'd be like, okay, I made the sandwich. And then just throw it out the window. You would totally take a joke that way on purpose, not gonna lie. It was just the strangest thing. It's like, okay, we're doing a bit because... The whole bit started because, one of the characters' actions is throwing their bottles on the ground in a belt, where he went to his wife and said, "Do you see this shit going on? Do you see this? Someone prepare to clip this, because we're going to make a clip out of this, of just this man throwing his items on the ground as if his wife accidentally super packed the belt." And then we just went with the bit out of nowhere. When the bit is done, he got a sandwich made. And it was just the most wholesome thing. I don't understand how the fuck that actually works in society, where you can make a joke like that and people know it's not too seriously, though.
Okay, we found a doll. We found a doll, so now we need to find some more stuff. Yes, we need to find more stuff. We need to find more stuff the same way that people need to be looking at a lot more incredible streamers that have since popped up in the last several years. If you want to know who I'm referring to, I'll make a stream actually involving a whole showcasing of incredible streamers. When will I do it? I don't know. When are me and Lady having an official Twitch streamer date happening? I don't know. It's all in the cards right now, though, about what we're going to be doing while making a voice to do a bit right now. It's just all in the cards about what we do next while I touch things out of nowhere.
Known as Endra Moore is buried.
Anywho, enough of my foolish silliness that I'm never gonna change. I am probably one of the few people that will just do the most outlandish stuff and be like, "Alright, that was a joke, moving on."
It's a gate with a glowing red nipple. I can't touch the nipple. I need like 4 hands to touch that nipple. Why do I have a platform again? I say the most random shit and somehow I still have a following. How does this work? Someone called Denise.
Phew. Anyway, while I'm still being stupid, I thought I was looking for something, then I forgot what I was looking for. Attention deficit disorder at its finest! But while I'm still just walking around and eventually going back to the Abbey, yeah, it's been the weirdest time of my life right now. There's a lot of heartbreaking stuff that I would love to get into, but it's not even like the stuff that is for the worst. Like, it's, in all honesty, it's for the best that certain stuff has happened recently, where I want to do better when certain things go back around. Oh, that's good, Bella. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Interesting.
Interesting. Anyway, where was I again? Damn it, brain, you're supposed to be better at this. Anyway, you know, I've actually talked to someone about my whole Twitch journey, though. I know I was talking about a lot of deep stuff, and I'll get back to that in a second. I'm just trying to now piece together what I was going to say next. Where, I was talking to someone about my Twitch journey recently, where they're just like, if I was the way that I am now with therapy back then, I'd probably would have way closer to, like, apparently 500 to 600 followers. But at the same time, I would have been far more unhappy because I wouldn't have met the people that because I've made mistakes to grow and be a better person. And this is for like the younger people. I know. I have to now talk as if I have to talk to the youth. I'm one of those people now. Someone stop this person before he starts trying to teach the youth something. Anyway, self-deprecating humor aside, this is like genuinely for the, I barely count as the youth Nocturne. Away from Twitch, away from all the stuff involving streaming, I'm a weird person. I'm like an old soul that just uses a young body to just do whatever they want. Like, I don't fit in with my generation for the most part. But I'm gonna say this for, of course, like, the genuine youth, in their teens and in their full-blown 20s, which is that, it's good to strive to be a better you. It's an amazing thing to strive to be a better you, but, don't think of what you're doing now to improve yourself as an excuse to then go back as if you would change it all to then undo the work. Because if you're just gonna sit there and think it's best to just give up the past that you had to be what you are in the present, then you never were happy with what you ended up learning. Like, you take the wounds and you take the pain to genuinely be a better person. And that's something I've always wanted people to understand about life, where it's not as simple as like a sunshiny rainbow affair with what you do growing up. Because when you do grow up, you have to understand that you have to let the pain in to be better once you've learned said lesson. Otherwise, you've never really learned to develop. You've just kind of used it as an excuse to just say you're better now. And I had to learn that the hard way, to where I'm trying to have it be where no one repeats the mistakes that I've made. And I hope that does come off like I've learned something, instead of like I'm trying to be holier than thou or I'm better than someone. I'm just trying to make sure no one repeats the mistakes that I've made on a genuine scale, because I do want others to be better than they've been. Where I'm not trying to do the whole I'm sorry for all this stuff because I'm trying to say sorry. I'm trying to genuinely be better, and I want others to be better as well. And again, I'm just hoping this doesn't come off as I'm being preachy, I'm trying to be a know-it-all. I'm trying to be an adult the more I get older. I just hope it's shining in what I'm saying in my serious moments.
Exactamungus der Nocturne.
But I'm also someone that can't take a lot of things too seriously, otherwise I end up getting into a very deep methodical tone of thought from there. Anywho, I've looked up and down this goddamn abbey and I can't find any more rods. Although I feel like if I was doing a combination stream with some people, they'd be like, oh, you looking for rods? I know a website you can go to. It's like, yes, I know those websites. They ain't got those rods there either.
just gonna take my ass to bed. I can't even afford shit. Oh wait, no, I can afford something. Can I afford, let me get a cozy armrest. Ha-ha! Job, bitch! Oh, so poor no more. We ain't so poor, but we got this sheet right here. We got this sheet right here. It does. I don't understand the economy in this game. I don't understand the economy. What the fuck? This is the only thing I complain about. The economy in this motherfucking thing. What the fuck did I eat? Oh, right. I ate, Tooth Slayer's latest concoction of margaritas. Want this pillow? It's $300. What? Okay. I guess. I didn't know a pillow would cost this much. You see, this pillow is made from the souls of... The what now? It's made from Egyptian cotton. No. What the fuck is this pillow made from? Egyptian cotton. What did you say the first time? Silk. Oh my god. Go back to the souls part. Silk. Right. I'm gonna buy my shit elsewhere. Thank you very much. Oh god.
Come closer. I want
God
to get a better
damn it.
look at you.
Alright, what the fuck you want, Lilith?
After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
Bro, what the hell is going on? Why do I feel so uncomfortable? And why the fuck is Mom looking at me like this? Lilith, get the fuck away from me!
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother!
The fuck is going on with this family reunion shit? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit.
Was that really her?
Anywho, that was some night. Never eat some freshly made from a reactor nachos with some chimichangas. This shit will make you start seeing your mother.
Oh, you are.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying, but it sounded smart at the time.
Yeah.
Said no one ever. We have the foundry.
How's it going, boss? What you got here? You're welcome, Hunter.
Za? Let me get the Zaza. Let me get that Zaza.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
You know, I've firmly gotten to the point in my life where I'm like, what the fuck are kids doing with the English language nowadays? Like, if I just heard the word Zaza, I'd be like, why you want double pizza slices, my guy? Like, what the fuck is going on? Hero request!
Thanks, Hunter. I've got a kid I send on missions sometimes.
Apparently Zaza is code for drugs now, and I'm like, what the fuck are kids doing with the English language anymore? Am I just now getting to that I'm confused and don't know what's going on phase in life? Is this what we've done to the English language? I don't understand. I'm a confused man, okay? I'm a confused man. I want the stability in my English language.
So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Is that so hard to ask for, stability in the English word?
All right then.
I just want some stability, damn it. Can
Hunter,
can a man get a motherfucking bit of stability with the English language?
There. The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against
yes,
the
to
likes
what?
of
What?
me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time.
I brought up a lot
providing
of
us
stuff with
valuable and fascinating
involving
glimpse into
you
Hydra's
today,
twisted
lady.
little
What are
mind.
you saying yes to? I'm confused.
Central is ready to work.
I just need clarification, because I said a lot of stuff today. So I'm just trying to make sure I didn't say anything
It's for tactical
that would be considered,
Now that we've decrypted the
you know,
intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check.
kind of insidious,
Bye.
if it was that way.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, what's the lady saying yes to? What's going on? What I do? What's happening?
Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
Nothing.
Look.
I don't need nothing, honestly. I'm good.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Sarah, I am
not?
300 something
ever
years
made things
old.
easy
I am allowed to do what I want to
You had your
do.
moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway. Hurt, no. Defy, maybe. At the same time, I know I haven't been very open with you about everything that's happened.
Anywho, lady, are you still washing
Silence
dishes?
between
Or
us would
because
only
I
make
figured
things
you didn't
worse.
have a
You're
lot
right about that.
to really
We have bigger
do.
things to worry
I thought
about.
you were taking it
Like
easy.
mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation.
I thought you were
We
taking
owe
it
him for that, at
easy.
least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement.
Oh, you just,
It's
I was
only a
about
matter
to
of
say,
tracking them
don't make
down.
me.
I would just follow the trail of destruction.
I thought you were taking it
Maybe there's
easy.
another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long.
Girl,
now.
you do not want me to bring out the master Dom side of me, just being like, girl, I will make you take it easy one way or another. General! Okay, I could do, let me think about doing, I could do main story, or I could, challenge if it's accepted. That's the only thing I've ever heard in life from some people. It's like, it's not a challenge if it's never accepted. You know, I needed to get Steven up there. Steven, you hopeless. You a bitch. So won't have Mr. Bitchmaid get up there. But yeah, it never is a challenge by sound unless it's accepted. That's the whole motto I've learned from my various people in the squad. It's like if I were to sit down with Shiki and Sam and I'd be like, I'm gonna be doing all of the Final Fantasy games in reverse. It's not a challenge unless it's accepted. Or if I sit down with Casey and I'd be like, I'm gonna rewatch all of Evil Dead backwards while I look at it through a mirror, upside down. It ain't a challenge unless accepted. And I feel like I'm inviting something now that I'm not sure that I should be accepting. I don't know. I'm just going by. I have no idea if I'm starting something that I'm expected to finish. That's it. That's the only thing I got going through my head right now. Of like, I wonder what's going through Lady's mind.
Let's give it a go.
Cause this is a very secretive lady when it comes to certain stuff, and you never want to just come off sounding too silly.
Well, that's interesting.
I just gotta work my stripper pole real quick. Don't worry about it. Just gotta work this stripper pole real quick.
Going for it.
Well, feel free to share it whenever you want. It's a safe space in here.
Not great, but not bad.
This is no judgment zone. It's also, ironically, a very flirty zone. And a very sex-positive zone, but that's been my MO for years. Oh no, I completely understand that about, depending on the environment I'm in.
It's a Sarah! Hi, Sarah! Whoa!
Taking the shot.
I haven't seen you in a dog's age. How am I? Well... yeah, that's all I'm gonna leave it at. Well, yeah. But other than that, I'm trying to be more in perspective of some stuff to be better. You know, grow, be more adult, stuff like that. How you do, friendo? I haven't seen your adorable, beautiful face in so long.
I also keep forgetting to ask, how is Liam? How is your husbando?
Aw, you guys are so adorable thinking you can beat us.
Also, Sarah, I hope you're looking forward to your voice acting debut. I finally got the green light to finish editing the stuff you're in, and oh boy. Oh, I understand. I'm also going through some stuff, so we're all gonna be in the struggle bus together. We gonna get through it. So I got your back, Sarah, the same way you got mine. As it's being held at like the least secretive thing. I know it's not technically a debut, but I mean, with me, it's a debut for the stuff that I do.
Looks like I get another shot.
Watch and
But also, I've been trying to not write up a storm for certain stuff to where that's true. But it's also because of various factors, and by various factors, I mean we had a lot of technical situational stuff that went a little bit haywire. I would love to say what has happened, but it's a shit show that happened recently. But at the same time, I feel like since Lady's been in the stream, I've just been kind of on a behavior where I've been worrying that I've made the worst impression. And I'm just trying to make sure ruin a budding
Truck isn't
friendship
going
by
anywhere,
being
but
me.
you'll have to deal with Hydra before you can head home.
Damn it, Steven! But yeah, you're gonna have a lot more of Look, Nocturne, I've accepted that I've made myself look like a strange man to you. It's fine. I've accepted that I've been a weirdo in your presence. There's not much I can do on that end. But also, Sarah, I hope you're also looking forward to the stuff that I might be writing up in the near future. The near future is going to be a
moment of preparation.
Oh, you're reading more of the third book. Girl, you gotta tell me more about this book, though. You gotta tell me more about this book, though. And look, I would also say the same thing to Sarah, but Sarah's been stuck with me for how many years at this point? And I still gotta talk to you about some new commission stuff that I haven't had time for.
Whatever works.
Walk in the light.
Full-on smut vampire.
Greatly appreciated.
And you think this is new to me? The world of schmoot? Yeah, Sarah, you my shiz. It's like, well, this is the friendship I apparently signed up for.
A rare strike.
Meanwhile, back when I first knew Sarah, it was just like, oh, it's the queen of booba.
And that's been a joke we haven't let go of until recently, of like, Sarah's no longer Queen Booba, she's just Queen Artiste.
Our ally requires.
I failed to see how that's mutually exclusive, though. Does that mean I need to draw more Booba?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Your fate is sealed.
Do you want to draw Booba?
Hell
Always, just like already, like, yes, always.
The light is on our side. The power of the light.
And therefore more Booba. You can't keep a Booba artist down.
Your time has come.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be talking to you about some commission work, cause I got some stuff in the works for a lot of stuff.
Our team is falling apart. A pathetic attempt at intimidation.
You should definitely do that, Nocturne. You should definitely do that. But yeah, I gotta commission Sarah for a lot of emotes and even some sub badges. I want to finally take that big step because I've recently come into some news to where I can actually put more money aside than ever before. So I kind of want to put it into good use of, like, this person in column A wants money to do stuff in column B. So therefore for column C, words.
Of preparation.
Anyway.
Even the mother of demons is forced to rely upon.
Thinking out loud though, it's still gonna involve Booba to a degree.
Because the more emotes I want to do involve the ladies.
Something.
Sarah, my friend, I love you. I hope you always know that. Damn it, Steven!
Yay!
Hell.
Watch closely.
Okay, Nico, can you aim to kill?
Now that was something.
Okay, we have 3 on the ground. I am beyond fucked, but it's fine!
No retreat.
You bitch! Asshole!
We'll have to deal with a few more, I'm afraid.
But, let's see. I might actually start doing some more,
intricate stream stuff. Yes, yes, bitch, I know.
It shouldn't be that hard for a bunch of superheroes.
But yeah, I might be doing some more intricate stream stuff of showcasing the streaming of what I do. If anyone's interested, like, I do want to showcase the people that want to know how at least I personally
not great, but not bad.
Edit things. I want it to be a... Give me a second.
The light will heal you.
I want it to be a fair institution to where I show people the styles that I use personally. So I don't know, learning how to edit can be fun. It can genuinely be a fun process. I just want to, like, figure out which streams to do for which occasion. Steven! What the fuck?
Strike.
Damn it, Steven!
Where do they keep finding these guys?
Where was I? Right. So, I still need to figure out what you guys team on a...
Hang around much longer. Disable that truck before they start moving.
On a Wednesday. We'll say Wednesday, cause that's what I want to say right now. Like, what do you guys want from my backlog for a Wednesday?
Leave some for the rest of us.
Because there's a lot in our backlog that hasn't been finished. For example, one thing we haven't finished is God of War Ragnarok, and that's going to take a while, for the backlog especially. Another thing that hasn't been finished. Yo, that's a smart idea, Sarah. See, this is why Sarah is so smart. That's how you know Sarah is a smart bean. Sarah, a smart cookie. Sarah, one of my favorite friendos. She's super smart. You're just used to being indecisive. God damn. Bro, that's gotta be super embarrassing. I'm gonna beat you to death in the back of the head with a box. Although, judging by how certain people misinterpret being hit in the face with a box, that might be some people's dream scenario.
Are they stronger than they look?
That truck is tougher than it looks. Finish it off while you still have a chance.
You have earned this.
I say this with the utmost confidence that no one's gonna take this out of context on the internet. Wholeheartedly making myself the most sus person on the planet. Hoping no one has a perverse mind. Even though I should know damn well that I also run with a crowd of very inappropriate-minded people. I should know this, but I still fucking... No, not here. This is a Christian mind.
Hit that truck.
God damn it, this truck is so fucking thick. What's that, Alfred? How thick is it? Well, it's half as thick as my... I'm always honorable and respectful, never inappropriate.
Maybe you should ask about some new powers.
We've
Yes.
stopped the truck.
Yes, you're clearly all of this, and you're a moderator for mine and several inappropriate streamers' streams. Yes, you are completely a saint, sir. Can people stop fisting Steven? You know, I just heard myself say that, and it's like, you know, if I end up getting clipped for that, you know, I deserve it. If I end up getting clipped for that, I completely deserve it. It's fine. Oh boy.
Hope this helps.
My humble thanks. Let's try this.
No, you're lawful good. You can't because you're a saint. Yes, you're a saint the same way that I am a legitimate virgin.
Was that truly your best?
I have clearly never known the flesh of another. There's no sainthood for you. Oh god. Okay, Steven.
The light will carry you onward.
It's a
Steph! Oh my god! It's a Steffi Steph, oh my lord!
The light is on our side.
And oh,
Glad you got my back.
If y'all don't know Steph, Steph's my buddy. I adore Steph.
it's you! Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
I thank you. I thank you so much. I still don't know if I deserve it.
Now you're pissing me off.
Cause I don't do praise well. But I appreciate it. Okay, dude, you're gonna need to stop trying to blow your load all over my face. This is becoming a problem. Can you stop trying to blow your whole load in front of me? This is not a good factor, okay? We need you to get your shit together. You better take this axe to the face. I don't care which. I'm a competent streamer, businessman, gamer, and person.
That should put a dent in their operations.
Battle in the city. Battle in the city. You're a merciless trainer. How dare you?
I'd expect this from Stephanie, not from you, Nocturne. Steph, if it's her stream, she'll be like, no, you accept this praise, goddammit. Even though in my streams, it's like a 50-50 bag about if I'm gonna be paying attention or making a lot of inappropriate jokes. You know, like the rest of the internet. Oh, that rotisserie chimkin. Okay, Bella. Can't speak for other people's I don't know. I know for Steph it's because Steph is just an amazing goddamn friend that doesn't want me to not take praise. I can't accept the compliments or praise. I don't know how to accept it. Abbey clubs. Different heroes meet every few nights for one of the Abbey's clubs. A group interaction that can yield powerful results.
Abbey clubs can be persuaded at any pace and decline at any time, delaying them until a future date. But, you might feel bad if you delay it because people work super hard on that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway. You are a good friend, Nocturne. I'm just terrible.
New York. LA has just as many monsters that need slaying.
You realize it? Wait, no.
Hunter, I was just looking for you. I need your assistance.
Who is we?
God, this is the stream of a lot of stuff. Like one person coming in to say they're a Brett, and I just drop saying, I'm a Brett tamer. All of a sudden, you're a good beat, and you'll realize that one way or another. I'm just imagining Steph just shaking her fist, cosplaying one of the children of Lady Dimitrescu. Which one? I don't know. One of them.
Uncover one of the greatest mysteries about your life after death.
Lead the way.
Aside from all that stuff, everyone else is just kind of shaking their heads, just like, what the fuck is going on over here? What kind of stream is this? Going on for 3 hours with nothing but nonsense around every corner. I'm like, have you not seen the internet?
It's a whole crazy fire.
Although I'm still, like, if anyone don't really know this, I'm just over here waiting for Stephanie Swanquill to be in, you know, a Castlevania game too, but a Resident Evil game, because I want her to be partnered up with Jill Valentine, even though I feel like this is going to cause, like, some major switch energy of Stephanie voice acting with the character of Jill Valentine. Am I trying to call out one of my friends right now? I probably am. Yeah, this is truly an average stream. Sarah, you ain't wrong. Let's manifest this. Let's get the ball rolling.
Miss Minoru can explain why we're all here.
Let's manifest the shit out of that, and hopefully in Bayonetta 4, Stephanie can be one of the many women trying to get with Bayonetta. Which one? You'll tell me, internet. I still remember that TikTok. Miss looking respectfully.
So, about the spell that brought you back to life. It worked better than expected, but there are some gaps.
You are talking about my death?
Exactly.
You can seduce everyone with your switching.
Centuries ago. That could give us an edge this time around.
The bi panic's been replaced by yes, and they all call me mommy.
Mystical jumpstart.
God, this just feels like I'm running a D&D campaign again. Even though I'm running 2 right now.
And when you're ready to begin the ritual, let me know.
Just the most outlandish energy in the room, just like, listen. We no longer do buy panic. It's switch energy or nothing.
Yes.
How does this ritual work?
No, that's like a
This is the
t-shirt.
ritual.
Goodbye,
You focus on the past,
buy
Rico
panic.
zaps you with
Hello,
his staff,
switch energy.
strains, chants, and waggles his fingers, then you remember.
That's a t-shirt if I've ever heard one, especially
why
for
are you
Pride. Like,
Should
special
the zapping,
Pride
chanting,
merch.
and waggling go bad, I
Goodbye,
will
buy
open a
panic.
portal
Hello,
to
switch
Limbo,
energy.
just before the explosion.
Sweet.
There is a
Every
chance
time
I
I hear
might
switch, I think
explode?
about those precious you
A very
get beat
small
with.
chance. Unlikely.
Oh god,
concerned
I
should I
seriously
be
need
about
that shirt. Let's make it a combined merch item for me, Sarah, and Steph to sell. All three of us have a variant of that shirt.
That is all I need to know.
Hey, bye, panic.
Tell
Hello,
me,
switch
and don't explode.
energy. This could not come at a more inopportune time, since I'm also trying to make my own fashion line. This is hilarious to me.
Of what, exactly?
Why, the Knights of
Oh,
Interacting
God.
Dimensional Spiritualism.
Thank
The
you,
Abbey's
Steph.
local chapter of
I
the
love you,
esoteric
buddy,
mystical
and I've
order.
missed you. We need to figure out when to hang out again. You and I need to figure out when to hang out
The
again.
ritual?
You and me, Sarah, we gotta figure out when to hang out
Regarding
again.
your resurrection,
Yeah, I'm still doing the fashion line. I haven't stopped. I'm always designing.
with your animus
Always
or
looking at what could be
spiritual
done right. And always looking for someone to help me with the designs.
How does this relate to the ritual?
Animating your
Okay, you'll
pose
go
with
shower.
music,
Hopefully it's no cold
essence,
shower.
Thoughts, hopes, fears, and dreams. That was the slipperiest eel.
Does the ritual require eels?
But now, with the plenary potential of Miss Minoru's
Yeah, me and Sarah need to figure out when we're gonna hang out. I need to spruce up my streaming Discord. And then, with all this free time I now have on my lap, I'm gonna be editing like no one's business. I'm gonna be streaming 3 days a week, editing like no one's business, doing random shit involving D&D twice a week, so I can then...
How does it work?
As of recently, if you guys don't know, I'm trying to make my own TTRPG. Why? Because I want to put my hand in everything, so that by the time I'm 90, I can fully say I've done it all. I've made a fashion line, which I'm still in the works for. I made a TTRPG. I've made my own TV shows. I'm writing my own movie, which I might have a role for Sarah. There's just a lot that I've done. And by the time I'm done, it'll be like, aren't you the same man at 85 made his own wine company? What? Well, what's this?
Just tell me what to expect.
You want a brine?
Yes. You will focus on recalling what was lost as
Oh
we
my
do
god, pick a
everything in our
land.
power to restore.
Girl, I can't. I
Simple,
can't
really.
pick no lands. The lanes pick me.
Boom! A little joke. Tiny. Like your chance to explode.
I hate you, Magic. I hate you, Magic, so much.
The first part's easy. I need you to focus on your last memories before you fought Lilith.
Will this help me remember?
I can't answer
I
that.
haven't.
When
Well, I
start,
did
you'll be
want to
the one
make
making
a
the repairs. The rest
funny
of us are
story
here to keep you steady.
while we're going through this dialogue.
All right.
If you're ready,
I
let's
have
begin.
actually wanted to make my own video game, but I wanted to make it a YouTube fighter. Like it's like one of the old-fashioned arcade-style fighting games, just using YouTube personalities. Like, for example, I thought, Like, this is, like, way, way back in the day. People have already started up this idea now that I've kind of just shoehorned it away. Like, example, Jacksepticeye's finisher would probably be, like, a top of the morning where he just slams down some massive coffee mugs on top of people, where he then just surfs onto the screen on a wave of coffee where it just has winner on the screen, or Markiplier. He's had so many different things, but he's now known for space. Have it be where his finisher is just a whole beams, ends with him just in his and Jack's fashion line with the ward-off pink mustache, looking at the camera with a smug shit-eating grin, with winner again on the screen. So many different YouTube personalities having that whole spectrum, it'd be crazy. But also cutscene involving flashbacks.
Now, Hunter, tell us what you did.
I raced through the Abbey grounds, angry, terrified. It is too late. We were not ready for this fight. My foot slips, but I catch myself. I run with my blades exposed. I am completely alone. The moonlight guides my path. My lungs ache. My heart pounds. I rush toward my doom. I cannot. No!
Whoa! We all saw that, right?
I have no words to describe it.
Finally.
Okay, I can read chat again. So,
Well, how about that? Your final moments are there, just buried deep inside.
It did not work.
Not yet, but we made progress. I'm sure we can figure out a way for you to remember more the next time.
Next time.
Heck yeah! Emo kids meet every lunar alignment. Or, you know, whenever we're free on a slow night. Oh, and we need ingredients. Magic will send a list to your Spark. If you bring enough, we can refine them into more useful mystical objects. We're done.
what
for
are
today,
all of the
but I'll be in
piercings
touch about
in
the next
Nico's face?
Catch you
Does
later.
anyone know piercings well enough to tell me what those piercings are? Because I am confusion. Like, if anyone can help me, that'd be great. But also, Nocturne, you pick, do we do blood for blood or witchfire? But if anyone knows piercings, just let me know all of the piercings that Nico has of, like, cheek. Okay, we doing witchfire. Sweet. The cheek piercings. I know, like, the piercings for, like, between your nasal cavities. I know that one. But I'm like, I can't figure out all of the piercings Nico has in name. Everything got so many names these days. I feel like I'm losing it. We have a writing desk! Now all we need is a rug, a mirror, velvet curtains, and a fine bedside table. Dimple piercings? Okay. I'm okay with that. So, guys, we no longer have boxes and sheets. We have a bookshelf, a writing desk, armchair, living space, Charlie.
Good girl, Charlie.
Such a good puppy.
How is a raven like a writing desk? No. Don't get me to lying. But I think since we've been going on for 3 hours that, there's enough craziness to subject you guys to. Maybe. I don't know. Could be lying. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed today. Tomorrow, I really don't know.
I haven't the slightest idea either.
I don't know whether to do Persona 5 Royal or something else, because, guys, there's a lot on my backlog. There are so many games I forgot to do. I feel like every stream that has streamed in their life, they're like, backlogging is hard. Spin the wheel! Fortune. Yeah, I'll definitely spin the wheel. Okay, we're gonna do that game tomorrow. Okay, so if I can, I'll do a late night stream tonight, but I'm also gonna be doing laundry, so I don't know, maybe I just will leave it as a 3-hour stream today. Not push my luck. 877 oh my god, Sarah! Holy Toledo! But yeah, 3 hours is good enough for right now, so I'll see you guys tomorrow with the game that... The Wheel. It's gonna be a fun day, just like today was. I'm not gonna have it be a longer stream, because Sunday is also the day I go to work at my other job. I got a lot of responsibilities now. And I just want to get myself mentally prepared. Because there's a lot going on. And I want to be on my best behavior for all of you guys. Yes, including you, Nocturne. I can already see you typing something sarcastically sardonic. You think I ain't slick? You think I ain't hip with what's going on now?
Does not seem right to intrude in their space.
Damn it, I wanted to break into Sarah's room. Not you, Sarah, caretaker Sarah. There's so many Sarahs in my life. I know too many goddamn Sarahs, but the only Sarah I don't like is this Sarah over here.
Good day, Hunter.
Screw you, caretaker.
Everything by the numbers.
Ooh, it's a pretty beam. Compliments. Anyway, I ain't breaking into your room.
Did you have any friends back before you were, you know?
A few.
Just... You ever miss people?
I do.
Are you talking about?
Among others.
Makes sense.
It is not stupid.
Yeah, a good friend of mine. We kinda had a thing.
What happened to them?
We went our separate ways.
I understand.
That's pretty Feeling
I would love to get into this, but I'm just trying to end the stream. Thank you! Okay, so, see you guys tomorrow for more incredible stuff. I would love to say I'm about to host somebody, but I'm not, because I just don't. I love hosting people, but also Twitch says I'm not allowed to host people, so I just let the auto-host do its thing. So, yeah. You guys have a good rest of your day. I will see you all next time, okay? Make good choices, be good people, make someone smile today, and remember that you guys are all beautiful, amazing individuals, no matter what happens in this world. Just know you are loved, you are gracious to be in this whole entire
lifeline with everyone else in this whole big, crazy universe. And, you guys are just incredible. Keep making incredible things happen. Bye.